Hey guys, all right, so I'm checking in with you. This is day 28, almost only 2 more days to go. This is one of the weekend check-ins, so this Devo is going to be really, really short and sweet. Today we're talking about building our routine part 2, and in this one I want to talk about being determined to grow. Everything that you do in God, you work for. I want you to remember that. Everything that you do in God, everything that you get in God, you work hard for. You demonstrate your willingness to pursue Him, your willingness to seek Him, your willingness to make Him first. And so you've got to be determined to grow in God. And that growth, part of that growth really comes from your routine of seeking Him. Yesterday, we talked about consistency, making sure that whatever time you set aside for God, it's consistent, that you are making a pattern, and that you are really meeting the schedule that you tell God that you're going to meet. You don't want to break your word to God. The Bible says it's better not to vow at all than to break your vow. So whatever you tell God you're going to do, you got to do. You got to show up when you tell God you're going to show up. But what I want to talk about today is a verse in Psalm 119 verse 32, which David says, "I will run the course of your commandments because you will enlarge my heart." In this verse, he's saying, I'm going to cross the finish line with everything that you've given me to do, with all that you've commanded me, because I know that you're going to enlarge my heart. You're going to make me strong enough. You're going to make me big enough. You're going to enlarge my spirit enough for me to be able to do the things that you have called me to do. So being determined to grow is saying, you know what, God, I know that you're going to give me the equipment to serve you the way that you need, not the way that I choose, but the way, God, that you need. Listen, you've got to tell God that you're willing to serve Him the way that He needs, and be determined to grow in Him at whatever pace that He sets for you. Don't break your vision right now. Be a young woman or a young man that says, you know what, I'm going after closeness with God, and I am not going to turn my back on that, whatever it takes. And I know that I'm going to cross the finish line because God is going to enlarge my heart. So important that you remember that God is fighting for you in this and not against you, that He wants you to persevere, that He wants you to succeed in all of your pursuits and what you're promising Him that you'll do. So I want to encourage you guys with that. Be determined to grow in God, whatever it takes. If you got to change your schedule, change your schedule. If you got to let some things go from your schedule, let them go. If you got to add to your schedule, then add to, but be determined to grow, because it's worth it once you cross over in that place with God where now He's speaking to you, you're hearing Him, you're understanding Him, and you start to really learn of Him. It makes it so worth it, all the effort that you put in to get closer to Him. So stretch out for God, and I promise you He'll stretch out for you in return. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow for day 29.